Hello everybody, my name is Chris Niffen, and today my group members and I will be discussing Twitter. For my portion of this video, I'd like to introduce you to Twitter, give you a brief overview, and then walk you through some of the basics on how you or an institution like a library can set up an account and make use of some of Twitter's features. For starters, as many of you probably know, Twitter is a free interactive tool for sharing brief messages and pieces of information that are no more than 140 characters long. The kinds of messages you'll run into vary quite a bit, but the general overall effect is similar to a newsfeed, which is of obvious value to a library or any other institution that wants to get the word out about what they have to offer. My fellow group members will get into some of the applications, the marketing possibilities that Twitter represents in a few minutes, but for now, I'm going to get started by giving you a quick virtual tour of the Twitter website.
Alright everyone, so this is the page that you'll be brought to when you type in twitter.com. On this page you have the option of either logging into an existing account or creating a new account by simply typing in your name, your email, and choosing a password. Once you hit the sign up for Twitter button, the only other thing you're going to need to do is agree to their terms of service. There's no more information that you need to share with them. Alright, so once you make your account and log in, you'll be brought to this page here where you can edit your profile. You can add a picture, add a little bit of information about yourself or what you do, add an address, and add a link to an external website. The other things on this page, you can keep track of the people that you're following, who's following you. You can get recommendations on who you might be interested in following. And there's also this list of trending information here. Probably the most interesting page for our purposes is under the Home tab. This is where you will see all of the tweets that are coming from the people that you are following. It's also where you can make a tweet of your own. By clicking here, you can put out any kind of message as long as it's within the 140 character limit, which you can kind of see going down as I type. You can add photos or videos by clicking this link here and then going through your files, selecting something to upload. You can add a location, or you can once again add an external link. So there's all kinds of information you can get out by that tool there. Another handy little feature that Twitter has to offer is the list function, which you can access by going to the gear in the upper right corner and selecting it from the drop down. A list is a collection of various users into one thread so that only their tweets show up in it. So to give a random library example, maybe the library would do something like make a list of all of the kind of cultural institutions in the area so that patrons could come here and get a good feel for what's happening in their community at any given time. Alright, so of course Twitter is not just about a passive following of a person, it's also about active conversations between people. So there are a few ways that Twitter users can communicate. One option would be for somebody who is following you to come to your profile, hit this little button here, and then tweet directly at you so that they could send you a question or comment that would publicly show up in your feed, and then you could reply in kind, so that both that person and anybody else who's following you would get the benefit of the answer. Beyond that, there's also a private messaging option through direct messages, which, like everything on Twitter, is limited to the 140 character limit, but you can have a nice back and forth with someone using this tool here. So as you can hopefully see, Twitter has it's a very versatile communication tool. There's a variety of options in terms of what you can share with people and also in terms of how you can communicate with them. It's really excellent. There's a number of things I haven't had time to get into in this video, including the very, very extensive help center that can address any concerns you might have. There's lots to explore at your own pace. But for now, we're going to move on to my group members who are going to discuss how some of these features that Twitter has to offer can be beneficial for libraries or librarians.
Hi everyone, my name is Molly Walker and I'm going to talk a little bit about how Twitter can be utilized as an effective marketing tool for libraries and the kinds of things that you can tweet to kind of garner your followers' interests. as you know, marketing and promotion via social media has really become an invaluable tool in today's increasingly tech-savvy society, and really especially in our profession as well. So for my portion of the presentation, I'm going to demonstrate how to promote your library via Twitter. And I've created an account for the purposes of this presentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few things that I have already tweeted and that may be of interest to your followers if you are tweeting as like a public library. So here you can see that I've shared a few videos or a few pieces of media because that's really a great way to draw in your followers and get clicks and hopefully some retweets so that you can get more followers. The first video is of author Neil Gaiman talking about the importance of libraries to societies. So there's a tweet, and I shared it directly from YouTube just by clicking their share option down at the bottom of their screen. All right, and then I also have shared a picture of, this is just my local library, shared a picture, and when you share pictures, that's a really great way to get retweets. People love pictures, especially if you took them of events. People love to see pictures of themselves. So you're more likely to get retweets, and it's important to embed the photo right into the tweet rather than linking to a social media or a photo sharing website like Instagram or Flickr. So then that way that your followers don't have to navigate away from the site. Also, it's great to tweet things like articles, blog posts, promoting your website, promoting how to, just different things that your followers will find interesting. Also, it's important to not just tweet at your followers. You should ask them questions. It's important to kind of involve them. That creates a sense of community. And it's great, a good idea to ask questions like, here I'm going to do question of the day. And so who is your favorite literary villain? I'm going to tweet this to my followers, and I am going to have them tweet back to me. And I can retweet my favorites. I can maybe down the line compile a blog post of the best ones. And again, people like to see their name. They like to see that people are reading what they have to say. And so this will kind of create a sense of community among your patrons and among your followers, and kind of help you learn a little bit more about who you talk to and deal with on a day-to-day basis. So if it's feasible, it's great to, it would be good to reply back to people. So if somebody tweeted at this, I could say, you know, thanks for the tweeting to us, and then that way they feel acknowledged, and that's great too. So really the best way to get the hang of Twitter is to practice. Get out there, start tweeting, follow other libraries, librarians, professional organizations, and learn by their example. So yeah, happy tweeting, enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Have a good one.